heat, fatigue, and thirst. For Ahmed, the reward after 12 hours of walking is water. Like other nomads living in Djibouti, Ahmed moves around according to where he can get water. A good yield will sustain him for 2 days, only if he rations carefully. And all the searching is not always guaranteed to find water.
So we have to send one guy to check. If there is no water there, when he come back, he will tell to us there's no water there. So we have to keep our water. We have to give animals, we have to cook for the kids, for everything. It's not enough. So that's why we have to come every day, then and check the water or not.
As for the water cleanness issue, Ahmed says it is a problem they cannot afford to think about.
You see, upstairs it's open. Everything can be inside the water. Nobody can protect this water. Nobody can save this water. So we are no choice. We have to drink this water or we have to die without.
Ahmed's homeland, Djibouti, is a country that suffers from chronic water shortages. A single drop is precious. 95% of the country's water comes from underground. Due to the nearby ocean, the water in Djibouti is bitter and salty. Even though surrounded by the sea, Djibouti still faces its huge problem of dealing with underground surface water. To give you a vivid example, the Sling Lake where I am standing represents the general status of surface water in Djibouti. The salt proportion in this lake behind me is around 34%, which is 10 times higher than the average salt proportion of global oceans. Desalination, however, is not an affordable solution to Djibouti. Fortunately, the fate of Ahmed and other Djibouti residents will be changed soon. This is one of the 28 wells that will support a planned water project. It will bring clean and safe water all the way from Ethiopia to Djibouti. Lu Jinda is the project manager of this water project that will bring nearly 82% of the population in Djibouti.
It has been 6 months since we started construction. This cross-border water project is the largest of its kind in Africa. The water quality has been tested in this area. It can meet the World Health Organization standards for drinking water.
The entire route for the pipeline will extend 360 kilometers. 60 of those kilometers will require the builders to break through these unfriendly rocks. As we drive further along the project route, the environment becomes even more inhospitable. Sometimes we have to stop shooting due to heavy winds and dusty conditions. Siyum is an Ethiopian consultant who has worked in the industry for more than 2 decades. His job is to inspect the new project.
So for the last 6 months, the Chinese company has fully engaged how to implement this project in this area. As you see, the area is very harsh, very desert area. With all these circumstances, they have tried to withstand this problem and started the project with this Chinese company. They are doing well. They are doing perfect now.
A few hundred kilometers away in Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia, Astamola is enjoying the benefit of one completed water project. Before February this year, Asta only had access to water 2 to 3 times per week.
Yeah, when this project is coming, we can drink because we are clean. Before we never drank, we buy packed water, but now we can drink here. Also, we can cook food by this water. We can wash our body or something.
This deep wells water supply project has benefited nearly 700,000 residents like Astor.
那么实际上，埃塞的水资源的储量是非常丰富的，但是呢，开发利用的非常有限。
The water resources in Ethiopia are abundant. The problem is the limit of utilization for these resources. Our company came to Ethiopia more than a decade ago. We've helped them to build several water plants. The pump station is used for the deep water project, which is able to cover 20% of the clean water usage every day in the capital city.
The increasing demand of water usage has introduced another problem: how to deal with wastewater. For now, wastewater just flows into the river and is harmful to the environment. The country's first wastewater treatment plant is under construction and will be completed late next year. In its neighboring country, Djibouti, within 20 months, Ahmed and 750,000 other residents will also be able to enjoy clean and safe water. When we asked him what this water project means to him, he said it means hope. 徐文静 CCTV